Empire.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Grown folks out there. Welcome to the Donna Smith Show. We are here this evening to talk about some grown folk topics and stimulating conversation. I welcome you all to the show tonight. And don't be shy. Nobody is being put on judgment roll. Say what you feel what you say. None of the questions are meant to offend anyone. Chime in if you like, but I'm gonna be looking at you. I'm gonna be watching. We're gonna make this do what it do. Welcome. Let's do this. Hi.
Yes.
What's going on, everybody?
That was a great intro.
You never know what you're gonna get from the hostess with the mostest. I can bring it any kind of way. Let me tell you.
Because you brought that. It was like and
blah 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 blah. I almost did a poem on y'all, but I say nah. I had to wait on that. But anyway, I'm just feeling pretty good today. I'm hoping everybody did. I mean, started off, I'm really upset about these 49ers. They just kind of hurt my feelings today. I don't know what was going on. They must have partied last night, and then I don't know, the Lakers. I don't know. I see the little bit ending of it over there. I don't know if they winning or losing, but
Raiders did good.
Who?
The LA Raiders. The Las
Vegas Raiders.
Everybody said who?
The Fresno, California.
What's their name, man?
We don't worry about them homeless people. Oh, they got a home now. They got a crib now, but they used to have no house.
You talking about the Faders?
The Faders.
Yeah. Fade on.
We don't team bash too much, but who you talking about?
I knew Sharon was gonna say it, so Sharon sat down somewhere.
Yeah.
They've been fading for years.
Don't hate on them because they won today and yours.
Yeah, because with the Owls
Yeah. I mean, but real, they beat a good team and we lost to a whack ass team, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost to a team that we shouldn't have lost to. And then the Raiders, homeless people, got a crib now. They got a crib and all the way down there. They got a brand new crib. They was homeless.
But I heard their crib is tough though.
Their crib is.
They section 8 kicked in.
Yeah, they should look real nice.
Hey, Faders, we sorry on the Donna Smith Show.
We just hate because we lost today. We hate
offend anyone.
Stay out the streets of Oakland.
But you Faders.
And they won. Your 49ers got a home and they lost. They've been had a home.
49ers just kind of had a bad day.
We had a bad few days.
They had a bad day. I ain't gonna be mad at them. We're gonna be all right.
Few days bad, actually, but that's all.
But I know, let me see, Ron, you and I was here last week. Cordell was here last week. And,
Cordell was here.
Mr. Brian, he brought some heat. He was going to try to make it tonight, but, we had some interesting conversation last week. I'm telling you, I wanted to really go there. I was trying to see if Brian was going to chime in because he really had some interesting feedback. And Cordell, too, regarding the phases. About how to let go when you're tired of someone in a relationship. Now, Mr. Brian was saying that there's phases that you go through. I wanted to know, well, do you let them know in the first month that you just don't want to be dealing with them no more or whatever, or do you just stop answering the calls or whatever? He said, no, it's not a 30-day thing. It's just you find a way to phase out of it. So I wanted to rekindle that because I'm trying to figure out this phase thing. I mean,
but we have to understand, he was talking about cuckoo. Once you determine, he not here.
That they're
once
cuckoo.
You determine.
Oh,
that
they got that. Say,
no, once you determine that.
People?
No, I think what he was saying, once you determine that they like lick the mirror or something and they like really cuckoo. Or they like kick your dog down the stairs or some stupid shit. Then you be like, self, I got to get away from this motherfucker.
Right.
And then you can't just say, look, don't call me no more. Bye. It's over and hang up because you'll be like he was. He.
Yeah, he shared a really good scenario with an Indian woman. that he was dating. He took her out to a club. They was at the bar. He went to the restroom, came back, and her ass was in a big tangle at the bar with the bartender. It was crazy. And, they ended up kicking him out. And then she got home and got her gat and all her stuff and her motorcycle. And she went back and went down with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if anybody got killed or what I don't know all that. But I do know that was his exit stage left.
Yes.
Wow,
that was seeing her for about 4 months, I think.
Wow, and that's a shame.
He never saw that side of her.
Yeah. So she was certified.
It's like when you determine that they're cuckoo, sometimes it's early, sometimes it's a few months down the line. Shit, sometimes it's a year. They hold off for a minute. I mean, how do you break away from that situation? Brian said it's phases that you
I can see the phase. I can see the phase if you're a phaser, because you gotta like Ronnie said, you gotta determine what type of chick or what type of dude you dealing with to phase it out, I guess. What for me, I just tell somebody it's hard to figure that out because you have to date a person. People are so privy to just jump in with 2 feet or when their eyes closed on relationships. And I believe if you date long enough, you'll figure that out. You put people in different situations and different scenarios. The doorbell.
Mm-hmm. Somebody joined in.
And you'll figure it out sooner or later. Like you take somebody to the club. Let me see how he act in a club situation. Or let me take her out to a wedding. Let me see, because she don't know who's the cousins. Let me see if she gonna pop off. After I hug, test them. You kind of tell you start migrating into your world, into your activities to see if you're a match. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't bring them home yet, but I bring them around, my activities. Like me and Ronnie, we do business. If we have a event, come on by and swing by the compound. Come by and swing by, this event we're pulling. I want to see, because men, they'll show their ass. They really do, especially if they really like you. Like, who was that?
You'll see.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll see that other side going.
You'll see that other side, especially when they get a little Hennessy in them. You try to figure that out. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? A little drinky drink. Let me see how he go. But that's my brother right there. So I don't think you wanna. He's not my boyfriend. That's
that's cousin Pookie that'll hurt you.
Exactly. You better be careful, because you don't know who you dealing. You bring them around to certain situations and you see how they respond, man or woman.
So sometimes they don't need no Hennessy.
What's happening last?
Some of them don't.
Before we carry on, let's just welcome Sylvia to the panel here. Hi, Sylvia.
Hello, Sylvia.
We know you got good video sound tonight.
I don't know.
Hey,
yes.
You do.
Oh, yes.
We are so
happy.
I better not move then, huh?
Yes, stay right there.
Yeah, don't move.
You just stay right there. Don't you go to the left, right, up, down. Stay your ass right there. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get back to the topic at hand. I don't mean to interrupt you guys. I just wanted to welcome our guest. We were talking about the phases of how to phase somebody out once you find out that they are cuckoo in a relationship. Be it the first month, the first 6 months, whatever. How do you gauge and find out when you find out they're cuckoo? How do you end that?
Okay, go ahead. Oh, well, it's hopefully you have not gave him the cookie or have given her the D, because that steps you up into a higher Agent Orange, red, type of situation. Especially if it was good. Agent Orange, just like you got to abort the mission, because if you gave up the cookie and he looking through your window, he's dropping messengers in your business partners, your cousins. That's right there. It's like, dang, you know what I'm saying?
Because you gave him the cookie. Because you gave him some.
So you gave him some, maybe too half cocked, too early, hand job, oral, whatever it is, maybe the full Monty. Whatever it is, you know,
the
maybe
whipped cream, whatever, huh?
Whatever it was.
Well, what's the first phase to end it? What do you do first to end it? You have a conversation. Do you flat out bluntly say, "Hey, we done. I'm out"? What do you do? What's the first phase?
I would have the conversation. You don't want to cut like somebody off, you know, like that at the nub, because that might even make them more crazier. You know, I'll be like, you know, I want to have this grown folk talk conversation and be like, you know what, I think it's not working out, you know, give them different scenarios, evidence, you know, hey, you know, you was in my half sister's inbox or my half brother inbox, or you just doing really too much. I really don't think that we're a match. Unfortunately, after you say that, depends on who it is, they might keep going. Because I done heard people
they may get crazy with you. They may want, you know.
That boy, I'm telling you, that them phases, it's hard. That's like the danger zone. Like that's like some dangerous.
That's why he said you have to have an exit strategy.
That's correct.
As he said, and that's what he was talking about. He said you have to have a strategy. He said you got to figure it out.
That's right.
Then you got to go,
He said he
did. And then go a little strategy. And he was talking about weaning off. Remember, he was talking about weaning it off. Stop putting all the bells and whistles on. You know, you got to
wean it down, wean it off. So if you gotta, I mean, you know, wean it off. Okay. So if you hitting it every other day, would you start hitting it maybe every 2-3 days?
You gotta cut him off like to once a month, or cut him off to once a month.
Oh, you gotta just stop, just drought it.
You gotta pump them brakes. You gotta put that in neutral.
But you're still doing it, because if the physical was on point and hot and sizzling like that, sometimes, you know, you do have to wean because you get addicted. Good rod and good. It's addictive sometimes. It's addictive. It's hard to wean it all the way, like chop. It's hard.
Then
you be weaning yourself off too. Yeah, you might as well just go cold turkey, just be like feeding it or whatever.
So the stages is cut down the what word I want to use.
Hold on, homegirl got she been shaking her head. We're going to let her speak.
Miss Hackman. Come on, baby. Come on.
She been shaking her head the whole time.
Let us know about the weaning and the strategy. What do you got to say about that?
Well, I done been in a couple of that's how we gonna say that. And I tend to not know most people I've dated. This one in particular, I didn't know he was crazy until no, for real. This is sad. I didn't know he was off his rocking chair until we had a child. So,
he was off the rocking chair. Well, goddamn,
he was off his rocking chair. He's not a well one. So, given the fact that he's not all the way on planet Earth. It was like, okay, well, let me just cut this back. And then one day I was just like, you know, I might stop sleeping with you. And I'm not kidding, because I'm not going to deal with the ups and the downs. I'm not going to deal with the joy rides of your antics. I have sex with you 2 days later. You back on. You going to kick this over. You going to tear that up. And the way they.
So what do you think takes him? What do you think? You think because he was off his rocking chair. But what takes after he get the cookie and then 2 days later he's back? Do you think he goes there when every time he gets it and he wants it again, he has this freaking trip? Or was that just his imbalance of his personality, period? Or what if you didn't give him the cookie? What if you just took it away?
Oh yeah, that made it worse. I just think it was a long time coming. And being self-centered, he thought he was all that and he really wasn't. It's like, okay, you really don't understand that this doesn't make my world go round. And that's how it had to happen. And it was one cat I was dating, and it was like, after knowing this fool 30 days, you think you gonna be in my every day I can't sleep. It was ridiculous. And it's like, you know what, I told you when I met you, I was not jumping head over heels into a relationship, and you didn't respect it. So just make it clear.
Did you give him some cookie?
If you want to call,
did you let it crumble?
Girl, look, a 2-hump fuck is not.
What's a 2-hump?
2-hump. I am putting it on.
Just
hold on. Where's my
speaker?
Where is my
1, 2.
Oh, man.
picture?
What's 2-hump fucks?
That's what it is. That's what. Okay,
hey, Ron, come back. 2 humps in a fuck. I mean, a fuck
basically. Yeah. So I dig it, Sylvia. I dig it.
I mean, but you gave him some cookie, and then he just 2-humped it. So you don't really consider him getting it, right? I mean,
I can't even consider that being tampered with.
You didn't tamper with it?
Yeah. Well, hey, wait a minute. 1, 2, and it's over. I mean, I missed something.
Yeah, that's the disrespectful part of the
And the answer to
y'all serious. I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm trying to understand what God is. Somebody, I will fuck you up right now.
No, I wouldn't.
That ain't gonna work out too good.
I wouldn't, and the reason for it is because when they say "come when I come" or "come when I come back," well, you can't do either or.
Look. I'm sipping.
Yeah. You really gotta give me a notepad. I'm learning something.
I mean, I'm not trying to discredit our
when I come back.
We are on something.
Well,
no, we are on something right here.
I know everybody on here is, my age and older, but I'm so serious. I heard that before. Come when I come or come when I come back.
Come back.
Well, I have a secret for you. You came when you came, but you can't come back.
Right.
I wish somebody would tell me come when I come.
He never told me that. He never told me that. And I was like, so did I miss something or what happened? Oh, I got excited.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, since he got excited and he came with 2 humps and a fuck, did he get it back up where he made
honey, after that, you don't wake me up at 3:00 in the morning for that.
Token.
No, it was over.
Yeah, well, and then after that, all the antics of this person, anybody said hi, we had something going on.
Yeah, that's that weird shit.
I think the ego gets tampered with because, I'm not trying to discredit our men because, women have issues too, but for the most part, we're open jar. Just lay back and just come on in. With a man, he doesn't always, sometimes the noodle gets limp or he has other issues going on. An excitability. First time hitting it, he's excited. He's nervous. He's, and he is going to sometimes just go too fast or just not get it right.
Well, he just didn't get the rules of engagement. That's what it is.
Okay, well, his teenage years have been over. That's some old teenage stuff. No.
No. Let me tell you what he should have did. This is what he should have did. I'm gonna give him some game. See, he didn't test fire that motherfucker before he came in there. See, he just came that motherfucker.
That's what I was about to say.
If he would have test fired it prior to, he wouldn't have been so excited. He would have been so excited. Come on, give me y'all game here. If he'd have test fired prior to landing on that episode, he wouldn't have been so excited, and he would have been
give us an example, Ron. Not to.
Okay.
Cut you off.
Okay,
give us an example.
And this would never. This would never make the cut because I'm the editor. I'm gonna hack the shit out of this motherfucker. But I'm just tell you what you do is, a man, if he know he finna go like, okay, man, I'm finna get this, and it's been a long time before he, did something. He thinks she like hella bad. He go and test for her.
Yep.
Before.
So make sure his whacker is whacker.
Yeah, before he go there. Before he go there that evening. But then he go. I'm trying. I didn't have one my whole life. I'm gonna tell you how this motherfucker.
Okay.
So then what happened? So you do that, and then when you get there, your excitability comes down to where you more in controllability. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
But if you go in that motherfucker
football
like
game or a basketball game.
If you go in that motherfucker like this, he's gonna be. You may fire too soon.
Or he could have went to 7-Eleven and got one of them gas station pills. Boom.
I don't know about that. I don't want motherfucker to be on Kaiser and shit trying to get something. I don't condone none of that.
Working 7-Eleven though, because
Oh no, I heard.
They do have them at the counter. You can get.
I heard a whole bunch of stuff about it.
He could have got a 4-piece chicken and then a Red Bull and a gas station pill, and then he would have been cool.
Like that. They already have a controlling nature.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let you go this. They're gonna be controlling nature
First
either.
off, it's not what you not gonna let me do, because see, 9 out of 10 when you get a woman, wherever you meet her at, however she dressed, that you know what you're meeting. Yeah. A lot of it you are not gonna change. You're not gonna, and that's with every woman. I put on my lipstick, I put on my eyeliner, I put on my mascara when I walk out the door. 9 out of 10. When I come home, it all comes off. But don't assume, oh, well, you my woman, you can't wear lipstick. Excuse me.
It's like, well, nigga, we freelancing, like for real.
That's pretty.
They better not tell me I can't wear my lips.
I know
my
you
lips
about
go.
to say something.
You got a question.
My lips go everywhere. I mean, not like that.
Damn.
Edit that out, please. My lipstick goes everywhere.
I'm gonna have that shit in caption.
You can't tell.
Lord, let me just listen.
Me personally, I like my sexy dresses. The sun come out, it's gonna be nice and tight. I ain't gonna be, it's gonna be to my ankles. I'm gonna have my back out, got a nice split. You're not gonna tell me I can't wear that. You don't tell me what I can and can't do. I paid for these clothes. I work to take care of myself. And if that's what you meant, it's like I didn't find out you was crazy and off your rocking chair after we done been there and done that. So
but when he met you, you had on that sundress and you had on them eyes and them lips, and that's what physically attract him. So while
that's who I am. I don't do any of that, for no special attention or anything. But you get people that, like he said, have these controlling mentalities, and they assume, oh, once I get her, this is all gonna be rearranged. No, I will submit to you because I see that leader and manly like attributes in you. But when I find out you off your rocking chair, and I mean this one here, Mr. Hot Shot Fire, was really off his rocking chair. I mean,
misfire.
Yeah, Mr. Hot Shot misfired it.
I should have told y'all that shit. That's probably what I should have.
He didn't even shoot a pellet in it. God dang.
No.
He didn't test fire the motherfucker first. That's all.
He didn't even do none of that. Not 2 pumps and a hump.
He fucked up the church's money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, he fucked off the church's money, like Ronnie said. He fucked up
Lord, don't bring
whole collection plate.
But don't do it. That has to be a thing that's really more mess with.
And you know what? Like, I spoke with him years later, and do you know this old dumb ditwit?
Ditwit?
I'm being nice with my choice of words, okay?
Well, we grown, so bring it.
Oh, okay, that old biznitch.
You're right.
Had the nerves to call me on his birthday. He got all his boys, they all in the background. I don't know what bowl of courage you drunk, but the Incredible Hulk wasn't working today and had the audacity to tell me he wanted to see me like that.
So he wanted some more. He just wanted a chance to redeem himself.
Okay, well, you know what?
Redemption. No redemption here. This ain't. No.
Bottom line is like that old saying is, you come when I come, or you come when I come back.
Ain't no come back.
Right.
No come back. You no come back. No come back no more.
No come back here.
No come back here. No more. No more. No.
And
one thing up. 2 humps and up. No.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything you like. Don't mean I'm gonna answer. Now shoot it.
I like her. I remember
dealing with a cuckoo nut person. The first phase is reason, right? Verbal reason. But when that doesn't happen, what's your next phase?
I don't stick around. I trust me. I done had some nuts bust car windows. I trust. Now I've ran into some crazy ones, and I ain't saying I'm wrapped too tight myself.
Right.
But I ain't gonna get to tearing up your shit now. And when I find out you ain't, I will 86 you. I don't have time.
86.
She ain't
cut
playing.
them off, right?
No, for real. I'm not kidding with you. And that's because I'm an adult, I'm a mother, and I'm
You
not
don't
going
have time to be playing. Yeah.
No, I'm not playing with you at all. It's not enough time in
Mm-hmm.
my day. You know what? I don't have time to be watching my back when I come in and I got to switch work shifts. No, I'm not doing this with you. No, I'm not doing it at all. So when I tell you, look here, we're friends, we're strictly friends. I don't jump into bed with you when I first meet you. I don't care what your friend and my friend did, how their relationship came about. You're not going to even think you can model us after them. Now, when I tell you that and I 86 you, just know I had already pre-warned you. Okay. And what you do with it and how you receive it is your business, but pay attention to the words because there's no hidden agenda when I tell you this is what I'm about and this is how I'm roll.
And that should be the last phase. Now, if you have the overly Cordell-ish, the first and the last phase.
First thing is, my thing is, look, let's get this out in the open right now. Because when you pull something stupid and you do something I don't like and you trying to figure out why I'm on the phone going, oh, okay, no, you can't. No, I'm not going to beat around the bush and play with you. It's straight out. Did we not have a conversation a long time ago? So somewhere between here and there, you got your wires crossed.
Well, you know, going back to last week's conversation, one of the points I remember Cordell making is that women are off the chain nowadays. And this is why men react and act in the way that they do towards women. You too, Ron. It's because some of these women are cuckoo and they drive men in the wrong direction. Cordell, do you want to pick up back on that? The reason why you made those particular comments?
Well, I think they were made because of the past experiences that women have for men. They seem to inflict the current man with the past experiences. But, you know, it all depends on the first real interaction that they will have with anybody that's crazy. Of course, you're going to calm them down. You're going to say, hey, you know, you got to stop. Let's go our own separate ways. It doesn't seem to happen that way. It gets messy. So no matter how you
entertainment, some people like to live on the edge, and unfortunately,
they really do.
Generation of seeing relationships together and people working it out and sticking through it, through the good, the bad, the ugly, the thin, the ups, the down. I mean, it's not there anymore. Soon as the tough happens, a lot of people take off running and thinking, oh, I'm gonna get with somebody else and it's gonna be better, and it's not that way.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of times it's not that way. You're absolutely right. And then we have the other scenario of some men would say that women of today are trying to be bigger and badder than the men. They're trying to be the one to have the heavy balls and the sack and the say, you know, they want the men to be a little bit more submissive to them than what they used to say, women being submissive to their men. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Are women trying to wear that strength of shield now, like taking the man's place in the relationship?
I mean, men,
I agree.
Men have to be careful what they wish for. I mean, we always wish for independent women. Oh, my woman and independent. And then when she become independent, then she become less less needy of the chivalry and the touchy-feely and all that. Some women lose that ability to need that.
I would disagree, and my reason for that is because I can hold my own. I can still be that woman. I can run a 9-to-5 and I can still come home and be that gentle, soft spot, everything. And it's the thing is that the teaching and the structures is not there. You hear all these females out here, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm that. First off, what business are you running? How bad are you that you gotta run around here telling people you a bad bitch? That right there is complete 100% insecurity. And a lot of people is looking for the lady of the night. So 9 out of 10, all your insecurities that's in the forefront, don't think they can't be sniffed out. And that's where that foolishness comes from. It's nothing wrong with a woman who could run a business, still come home and be that woman that she needs to be. And in the same hand, while she's running that business, just know there's going to be days that she's going to break down, cry, and she don't know if I'm going, I'm coming, how this going to happen, when it's going to happen, and where it's going to come from. And that's when that man's strength supposed to kick in and hold her, kiss her forehead, even if he don't know if it's going to be all right. But tell her it's going to be all right and we going to work it out. These generations are completely lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think men are very intimidated at the independent woman because what they're used to seeing is, you know, granny taking care of the house while Paw out working his refinery job or shipyard job, and but he bringing home other babies that he done had over here on the other side, and they mama ain't no good. So he asked grandma, can you take in this, you know, this baby? And then did they see that submissive granny? You see what I'm saying? And I had that submissive granny also with that same scenario. I am not my motherfucking grandma, like for real. That's something that I would never do. Generations are different, so I see a lot of memes that says you know, I need a woman like my granny. I need somebody that cook, clean, blah, blah, blah. But nigga, what the fuck you gonna do? Because I need somebody like my grandpa. Because he was at the shipyard, you know what I'm saying? He was bringing home the money, even though, you know, he was doing his thing. But Paw, he raised all his kids and somebody else's and some questionables. You know what I'm saying?
Right. See, but this is different from a woman being independent financially and being independent in her damn brain, where she thinks she's macho man. When he's thinking, that's correct. About two different things. He talked about that macho man where this chick,
I think they're bosses. That's the one I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about the one that, you know, probably run their job. They probably own 4 or 5 hair salons.
But why are those women thinking they're bosses? Is this because of something past experience that
it's a loss? It's a complete loss. It's that's not in the home. I didn't grow up with my dad, but I was a daddy's girl because my parents divorced. And trust me, the one who walked out that marriage, well, that's a whole nother year journey. But anyway, I'm a daddy's girl. And I can take care of myself financially. But I do run into those. Look, you bad chicks, 35 under gone somewhere.
Under 40s,
Yeah, sit down somewhere because you don't even probably have a high school diploma, and that's just basic common sense.
Right.
And I have a son, he's almost 30, and he was like, I want a girl like you. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, honey, you're not gonna find me.
Yeah.
Because when I was in my teens, people to this day, I got people like that broad still crazy as she want to be. But I know how to take care of my house.
She come out on Donna Smith show.
Did they say you're cool girl? Did they call you
come out on Donna Smith show? You was really
ain't nobody cuckoo up in her.
Away. When I walk away, trust and believe I tell the dummies because I start laughing when I'm fed up with you. This is now funny to me. And I was like, check this out, bro. One thing you're going to have the joy of seeing is me being by myself. I'm not jumping into a new relationship. You're going to have the joy of seeing me on my own, happy, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. And it's going to hurt you more than it ever hurted me. And trust me, I'm dealing with the aftermath. Not that I want to, but that's what I signed up for.
Right.
Because I should have found out he had a little, you know, his rocking chair don't rock and his elevator stuck somewhere.
Between the
but tell me this. I see you. There is red flags. So is it that we missed the red flags in the beginning? Because I'm finding it hard to believe to find out later that a person's rocking chair don't fit or whatever. You find out after the fact. Don't we know in the beginning?
We see those red flags sometimes, and we just be like, okay, I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna let that pass. But sometimes it's subtle and it keeps reoccurring. And a lot of times we don't see that. So it gets bigger, it's bigger and bigger. And sometimes we might gauge it like, is this something that I can deal with? Baby mama drama. That's one.
No,
you know,
he called you a bitch.
No, you cannot do it.
That's
but he called you a bitch when he was doing the 10 strokes instead of the 2.
No, that's different. That's different.
No. See, when that started coming about, that was when I was through, but you were still feeling it. And it's like, after it's over, fuck you. That's why you won't do it again.
Right, exactly.
Or
hanging out with your boys like too much. So what's the fuck's wrong with that, y'all? Like,
see, if you hanging out with your boys, you sleeping with your boys. See, I
know hanging out on the block.
The women are representing today.
I don't date thugs. I
put my picture on this motherfucker.
Don't put your picture up, Ronnie. Don't put your picture up.
Okay, I'll put my picture.
If you're hanging with your boys too much, that means you're sleeping with your boys.
You are.
No.
You are. I'm gonna tell you. No. I know this. I'm look here. I was dating this cat that wasn't my man and nothing. See, he was a fine little piece of something, you know. And then
you let him hit it.
What? Cookie?
You gave him the cookie.
Yeah.
You let it crumble.
I'm just asking. So, because we folks keep a trail on you turning people crazy. I think that's what's happening. I think you got that the and then after that motherfucker be like going just
universe. That's not right. That is yours.
No, Sylvia, I think it's you now. I have come to the conclusion. It's you.
No, because I know how to look. I'm gonna tell you.
It's your cookie. You don't know how to cook.
Now you sound like my uncle. He ain't right either. You know what I'm saying? You over there.
Girl, that cookie is powerful. That powerful cookie.
I'm beginning to think that my damn self. I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I said.
I'm saying to myself.
Just one cat. See, I liked him like that, but see, I know he wasn't no good though. You see, I knew he wasn't no good.
But you went on anyway.
No, but look though, I knew what I was getting into. So when I got to feeling myself like that, I said, "Oh, time to go." I 86. No, I'm serious. I 86 that man because I'm knowing. Look, I know you. I know.
Oh, when you started getting a little tinkle when you wanted some. That's what you said.
You know,
when you started tinkling and twinkling, you said you gotta go.
No. When I started liking him too much, you know, I'm that late nighter talking about I call you at 12 talking about
what you doing? WYD.
Right, you know, and I'll be listening.
WYD, baby, it's midnight. Yeah. WYD.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'm gonna leave the door cracked so I can hear you. Because I'm serious. I don't know nobody knowing what I be doing, you know? I got mama got a life out here.
See.
Who left the door cracked?
When I start feeling him like that, I had to back up out of there. I couldn't do that. You can't do that.
You did the right thing. See, that's
rubber.
We back to the same thing. My man was talking about a exit plan.
Yeah, exit.
He was talking about once you figure out the cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, homegirl right here, she like leave the door unlocked and like blink her eyes while he hit it so he don't know she hitting it or something like that. But he still, I'm just kidding. No, but we all are saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But the men who want independent women don't want women to be to be in front, like talking shit, and that's what they want a woman. They want a woman that maybe match dollar for dollar, or maybe more than they do monetarily, but not in the brain. Not y'all walking, and then you know that motherfucking mean monkey. You gonna let that motherfucking mean monkey?
Y'all don't want us to say that.
Like, what the fuck, bitch? I'll shoot both of y'all. No, I'm just saying.
That's all right. You know, my man ain't got to fight my battles because I'll probably take.
You see what I'm saying? A man,
I'm not like that. I'm just kidding.
See, like a man be walking with his girl.
Want a lady in the street.
There you go. A man walking with his girl
and a freak in the street.
And a dude looking at her. right?
And
he might carry that as a feather, like, all right, good, because I was looking too, and just keep going. That's me. My girl walking in front of me.
So what happened to the ride or die type of women that men like? They like to ride.
Y'all done took parts of the words and just put too much on them. Y'all can't take the ride or die and just create with y'all. Well, I'm trying to told you what it is. You walk with your girl, and so the dude looking at her, you know, and then she like, you must don't care. That motherfucker all looking at me, and you ain't say nothing. I say something like, I don't care, you fine as fuck. You better look. And then you keep going, and next thing you know, well, you ain't, that's the kind of shit men don't want. Y'all can have all the goddamn money y'all want. In the brain.
So what you want us to do? What you want us to do?
And I want to go back to Lena's point. Men do want them grandmama types in theory. We don't want you to stay home and cook and clean and fucking take anything. But that subtle points of the grandmama can talk to that son and ease his pain inside. Women don't have that technique no more. A man come in with something on his mind. If he's not tended to her business first, she don't instantly say something. He's different today. They just like, this motherfucker. He don't say today he's different. He comes in this motherfucker every day laughing, singing, but today he's different. Let me find out what's wrong with him. No. He about to get out of whatever the fuck he's bothering him and get on my point. And the grandmama in that day could see that coming, see the change in that man, and soothe that man before. The man didn't have to say, well, you know what, this shit at work is this. That woman seen that. That's that grandmama stuff men talking about. They ain't talking about that stay at home with biscuits. But the men
come in the door and they got that attitude. They got that attitude. He comes in there and want to take it out on her.
Yeah,
he want to take the bad day out on her sometimes. Not all the time. Nigga, fuck you then.
Not all the time. That, you know why? What happens is that grandmama seen this shit coming, so she can soothe it, so he don't have to take it out on her if she fucking listening to him. If he come in the house and he talking to her and she listening, he ain't gonna take nothing out on her. But if he talking to her, now she giving him some back shit, so now there's the competition like that man's at work.
But if that man walk in the house, don't talk. What about if he ain't talking to her and he got an attitude and she can feel the energy when he come in? How is she supposed to deal with that?
You gotta let him have that moment.
Come on, this is the skills that grandmama had that some women don't have no more. I don't know. I stand up and pee, but I wish a woman still had that skill to figure that shit out. But right now, they see the attitude, they get an attitude. So now it's like, motherfucker,
the first thing, the biggest issue is now these, like I say, the broken generations. It's because the broken generations was, well, if he came in here with an attitude, who he been laid up with.
Yeah.
And that's not always the thing.
Yeah, exactly. When you assume, you make an ass out of you. So
right. I'm a talker with people, but in my relationships, believe it or not, I'm just like, well, it's all, it could be all bad that day. I don't care what is going on. I just tend to hold a lot in. And then it's like, when I break down and cry, it's like, well, you didn't say anything. Because I didn't feel that I should dump what I'm going through
on you.
Work, on you. And the whole thing is, when your man is going through that, if he's not a talker, I'm the one to sit there and look at you.
You got to get it out.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to turn my basketball on.
That's a skill. And a man's skill too. A man that's skilled, and his woman is woman.
But you have to be in tune first with yourself.
Exactly.
And then
the issue comes in as because people don't communicate with each other. If he's not a communicator, you're not a communicator, then you both sitting up there looking at each other like, well, what's wrong with him? Or what's
right.
Communication does open up, but the first thing when you come through the door, I'm not finished to rag on you. I'm gonna say, hey, how was your day? That's me.
That's your outlet right there. Lay that shit on me right there.
If you don't want to talk about it, I'll be like, okay, well, you'll talk to me when you're ready.
Yeah. Here's a word of advice. He coming like that, just rub his balls, and I bet you.
I'm not gonna rub his balls. I'm not. You know, like when a dog lays back on his back, and you.
I'm just saying, you coming down, how you doing, honey? Rub his balls.
How that dog cock his legs open when you rubbing his belly. Do that to a man. I guarantee you, he'll get the
actually, I heard my mother say that a long time ago. She's like, girl, I heard my mama tell her, the girl, just he be coming in the house, just coming in, just rub the ball 4 times.
Yeah, because I got some coworkers. They talk about I'm finna go home and take a shower. Right there,
and then Susie come in. I promise you, I heard my grandmama say, my mama say that. I heard her tell her sister that. That motherfucker coming in fussing like that. Look, just be waiting on that motherfucker to grab his balls, runners to do so. She said some other shit, and then after that shit, y'all gonna have a conversation differently. I said, shit, you right about that shit.
Don't grab that's a good idea. You're doing too much now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I said, is that right, Auntie? Shit, we need to have a manual. I come to this motherfucker every day with a mad face like this.
How to handle the balls. That's right. That's right.
Nobody really wants a bad bitch. You know, that's really like a kiddie thing. You want this bitch.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, in men's theory, they want a woman equally and financially. They do, because you can't do it by yourself. You need 2 incomes to be successful.
But some of these bad boys do like bad bitches, though. Yeah, they don't want to mess with no soft bitch. They do kind of want a bad bitch.
We can go to that topic of how the phenomenon is the women who like bad boys and don't like nice boys.
I ain't dancing with nothing on the wild side, honey. I did that as a kid. He was a good looking little boy, and that little boy drove me into the dirt. Okay, but I was a kid. We was 2 little kids, good looking brother. I'm telling you, that boy had more. He probably had as many women as Wilt Chamberlain. And I am not.
I always say, look good to you, might not be good for you.
Right.
I have no reason to lie to you about it, but and to be honest, he wasn't even that bad. He was just living up to a height. Now we 40 plus, he trying to come home. Boy, that was 20 plus years ago. You can't do that.
Pam knows she used to like the bad boys.
I don't like you.
Pam loved the bad boys.
I think every woman likes her man to have a little edge of badness. You don't want it to be overbearing.
Yeah, you don't want to get your ass whooped at Macy's.
To be a little. I don't want her body slamming my thick ass. I mean, I don't want you to be doing none of that. I can't do that one. But I mean, I want you to be able to say,
yeah, you don't want your man walking down the street get beat up by somebody.
Wait, because let me tell you this story. I was in about 11th. I think I was in the 12th grade. I was on the softball team. My little boyfriend was walking me home, right?
You got a little boyfriend.
My little boyfriend was walking me home. So he had some beef at the other high school. So here they come. And I'm like, give me your backpack. You know, I got you. Give me your backpack. Let me hold your backpack and stuff. Boy, that little boy whipped my little boyfriend ass.
You didn't jump him?
No.
He's
held on to that backpack though.
Yeah, I hold on the backpack. It was 1-on-1. You know, his boy. So I was like, you know, get it. You know, you from the rich. You know, nigga, you handle your business. You know, he got mollywopped.
That's sad because my little man.
The next day, I called him to see if he was okay.
You took the backpack home,
and I broke up with him
because he got his ass whooped.
Because he got his ass whooped.
So he should have just jogged. That should have just left.
And like Sylvia said, he was living up to that height. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was bad, you know, nice looking or whatever, known around Richmond or whatever. And I couldn't bring him home anyway. But, you know, he would walk me home after he would hold my cleats and shit like that, whatever. You know, a lot of bad boys were fascinated about the athlete chick, you know what I'm saying? But he got his ass whooped. And I said,
damn.
Yeah, you get ass whooped and you get broke up on that shit.
Good looking. He was an all around athlete, but he put some hands down. That nigga hit like a mule kick.
This nigga was hitting like a kitten.
It's probably a light skinned motherfucker. He's probably hella light skinned. He probably looked like Elder Bard. That's probably them motherfuckers get their ass whooped around Richmond every other week.
Ronnie, yes, he did look like a little Albie Shore. Because that's what I was into. He had good hair and look, he had good hair like that. He had good hair and everything.
He had
good hair. Yeah, he didn't know how to fight, girl.
Yeah, he was too pretty.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get his face messed up.
No.
He probably hoping to go get his sister to fight for him. He probably go get his sister to fight for him.
Been married. Some of you guys been married, right? Mr. Peck, you've been married before, right?
No.
No, that
He like, hell no, not me,
Nope.
wrong, motherfucker, not me.
I haven't found that treasure on the other side of the rainbow. Nope, not yet.
Okay, well, think outside the box. What I want to know is, what advice would any of you give somebody about marriage at this time in your life before they decide to go there? So if somebody came to you and said he was getting ready to get married, and you know what you know, your wisdom, your life, your experiences, whatever, what advice would you give them? What advice based on your life experience about marriage, whether you've been married before, whether you've known people who's been married, whether they had good experiences or bad experience, what advice would you give, say like a young couple that was coming to you saying that they wanted to get married? What advice would you personally give that person?
Well, do they have to be young? Because I had to give somebody some
advice. They can be of any age.
Well, this particular person.
Be 90 years old. Shit, I don't care how old they are.
This person's not young, but I did have to, I sat him down and talked with him. I'm like, you know, you a good man. You be an ideal husband if you let that little boy go.
What little boy?
The little boy that resides in all men until they become a man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Oh, well, how old is that? When do they get rid of the little boy?
Whenever they ready to let go. So I hit him with that. And it's the truth. He's a damn good man. He likes to go to the grocery store. It is not a thing. He cooks, he cleans, he fixes things. And it's not that he's a bad person. He want to hold on to this woman over here because she got the money to help him get the little toys he want, but he love the chick upstairs. Now, see, you got...
Oh, no.
Right. And I'm like, you gonna have
who does he want to marry? Which one does he want to marry?
He want to marry the sister. However, I told him to 86 her, and I'm gonna tell you why. See, she trying to use them cookies to run whatever's going on. Now, y'all supposed to do this, that, and the third. You don't want to do it because you don't want to give up the cookies, but you've been giving it up. So it's time to 86 her because she using that as a tool to control you.
That's right.
And if she gonna start that right now and you have not proposed to her, it's in your best interest to keep walking. And I like he's always known, I've always felt that she was good for him. But when I start paying attention to how she's controlling the intimacy pattern, that's where the glitch came into.
So she holds the cookie, she don't let it crumble when she get mad at him. It's a control thing. She won't give him none, or she'll give.
No, she won't. It's on her terms, and it's like.
But do you think giving up the cookie is on a woman's terms?
Hell
totally?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, it's not.
Is the woman more in control of that than the man?
No,
yeah.
No, it's not. And if you say that, that poor man, he's silly right now.
And a man can't take it.
He can't
take it from her because then he got another situation.
Then he got a case on that.
You're going to do it because you want to.
Right,
and it's not just on your terms, because see, when you start that on my terms shit, now every woman know we got 14 days out the month that them hormones is at their peak. 14 days.
That's
when
right.
they are at their peak. Now
how many days?
14 days out the month when they're at their peak.
Well, I be peaking all the time.
That's because you passed that tender
right. You know, how you know? How
damn,
you
that's
know?
I be knowing these things.
I don't know my business.
I be knowing these things.
Every day.
You gonna sit up here and play that game? Just remember, as soon as somebody, how Ron said, as soon as somebody brush up against them Bojangles.
Oops.
Where's the Bojangles at?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ron, what's the Bojangles?
I didn't learn. I didn't say that. She said that. I'm trying to figure out what that means.
You better write it down, Ronnie.
I'm trying to find out the
That's the breastises.
No, it's not, honey.
No, what is it? The balls?
Bojangles. I'm just feeling.
Is it the balls?
Yes. So you got your 14 days that you gonna do what you want to do the way you want to do it. How many days in the average month? You go ahead and try to play I'ma control this if you want to. He ain't even gotta like her. She brushed up against them Bojangles.
Yeah.
Now this is what the little boys.
Talk about the Bojangles.
Yeah, you brush up against them Bojangles, and the first thing you will want to do, you will want to know when some woman, he ain't even gotta like her.
So they ain't gotta like it.
He ain't gotta like her. But she
just kind of breeze up against the Bojangles, and he gonna love her, huh?
And they gonna be backseat Betty. They gonna swing an episode.
Yeah, he gonna start doing
and then you gonna be mad.
And she gonna be mad. Who's this gentleman right here? Melvin? Who is that?
Melvin came in.
What's up, Don? You know what? I got busy and forgot that you had a show I want to check out.
Oh, Melvin.
You here now?
Hey, send me the meeting for the next one so I can get on it.
This is the same. The next
we still
one.
On it?
We still on this one. We ain't
still on this one about 10 more minutes. I got to find about the damn Bojangles.
He's still
talking about Bojangles. We talking about if a woman brushes up against your Bojangles.
Yeah, but you cannot control. Y'all gotta sit down. Now, me personally, if I ever jump on again, you know what? We gonna go somewhere. We gonna sit down. We gonna talk. We gonna get the I like and you don't like. We gonna get all these good things out the way.
I'll catch y'all next time. I got one more meeting I'm doing right now.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week, Melvin.
All right. I'll be here.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, there, Melvin. All right.
Bye now.
Take it easy, man. You interrupted the Bojangles and you wasn't staying. I'm gonna put a little note on his ass. Next time Melvin come out, put his ass on pause and shit.
But what I'm trying to understand for our last little 5-10 minutes we're gonna have here is you're saying if you hold back the cookie and another woman brushes up against the Bojangles because he didn't been, deprived, that's gonna make him want to do some things with this other woman, regardless.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, he don't like her though.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of men don't have to like you to be able to get aroused and have sex with you. He don't even have to love. He don't have to like you. Long as you making the things do what it do. Women, we have to have some kind of
connection.
We gotta connect with a brother. You gotta smell good, feel good, and
have a few dollars.
Act good, and we gotta have that.
That's why you leave them
like
fiending.
You got some dollars.
That's why you leave them fiending for about a good 60 days before you give them a little sample. That's why you.
Oh, you wait 6 days. I mean 6
days. Hey, ain't no ugly trillionaires in the world. So
60.
Add that shit.
Well, we talked about that in one of the other shows about.
They ugly. You just don't know about it.
Yeah.
60 days.
They ugly. You just don't know about it. And the reason they ugly and they trillionaires, it's all because they got all that makeup and all that money and all that plastic surgery. They ugly as hell. Take all that away.
Who?
They don't need no plastic surgery with 6 trillion. She could be like 93 years old. I'll be on an arm like this with 6 trillion. Like spit out the shit. I put a squirt bottle on that motherfucker. I mean,
Mr. Peck and Cordell.
They just left me hanging today. Cordell, you was with me, homie, but Mr. Peck was just over there like rolling up weed and shit, just listen to us tripping.
You ain't never been married, but what do you, Cordell, Mr. Peck, what do you guys think about this 60-day thing? Waiting 60 days before she give you some. Are you still gonna pursue her?
Yeah, he gonna like you like that. He gonna like me like that. I'm gonna tell you why, because I got one right now. I ain't gonna never. Now this one right here, I found out before we got deep off up in it. He on B cool pills.
He on what?
What?
And me and him ain't never done nothing. This cat on B. I said, you take any pills? He said, yeah. And I called off.
What's B cool? Wait, hold up. Zip.
Is that ADD pills? Is that like?
No, he take the real B cool pills.
The blue ones?
Oh, bipolar.
He on his antipsychotics, honey.
Oh yeah. You don't fuck with that dude. You fuck man.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to tell you. And you gotta keep them feeling. You send them a nice little picture of your leg. You put on them high heels, and you give them a little something. Give them something to look forward to.
All we have to do is put a motherfucker on the show long enough. They tell who's really crazy in this.
Oh yeah, we get cuckoo.
I am not crazy.
No, you are not. But there's obvious. No, you are not. It's obvious that cookie is pretty dangerous.
Sylvia be feeding these niggas.
She be gaming them.
Spaghetti sauce.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, damn. Where's my shit?
Wait a minute. And that's why I don't play. I don't cook spaghetti. Now, see, I can cook. I'm a girl.
That's the third one, Sylvia. You didn't told us about. That's crazy.
Yeah, we
counted about 3 crazy asses.
And all of them are connected to the cookie.
No,
pretty dangerous.
No. This one right here with the Be Cool pills. No, not
Do he know somebody that did? They probably passed the information.
No, he don't. My hookers don't run in the same circle. Not even.
This one went crazy.
The next episode is gonna be how Sylvia make these motherfuckers crazy.
That's
gonna be crazy before I meet them. They all be on they be in the funny form, huh? They be in the funny
form. 60 days, that will make a man go crazy.
I wish I could have 2 of them on the show, boy. I bet you they'll tell us.
Hold on. The man has spoke, and I was over here saying the same thing. He said he's making a motherfucker 60 days.
Crazy.
He is going to be crazy.
60 days.
And then you
wait 60 days.
It's going to be 2 humps.
The only way that'll work if a man's used to waiting 60 days. That's the only way that'll work.
These dudes from. Maybe you should start meeting them somewhere else.
You
meet them at work.
Yes, I meet all my patients at work.
Lord.
Did you say patience?
Oh, no, you need to go to Home Depot or some shit.
He said, where you work?
Go get some lumber or something. Shit, go down the line.
Go to Home
You know, Home Depot is a good place to meet you somebody. Let me tell you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, my
Because
God.
they either hard working or they got a house. And that's a good place.
Or they live right behind that motherfucker, like in the parking lot.
Or they getting out their truck waiting on some work.
Are they right there with their homies get picked up for work? You know, but
Stop it.
Y'all ain't right.
All that. No,
y'all ain't right. But I'm going to say, man, I enjoy it all, y'all.
Give anybody for marriage, I would say live with the motherfuckers the 2 years first.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I would say if you don't live together and have to like struggle and pay some bills.
At least 2 years a minimum, you say?
I say that you gotta let the faucet get fucked up and watch her respond to that. You know, you gotta fuck the carpet up a few times and watch her respond to that. You know, you gotta leave your drawers and the
That's what I'm about to say. You the drawers out.
You gotta leave the toilet up. You know, you gotta like leave the toilet paper.
You took that out of my mouth, nigga. Don't have me fall in that toilet. It's been many a nights I got up in my wide ass right into
you gotta smell his feet.
What? Yeah, his
bathroom better smell clean.
These are things you gotta learn before you just say I do. If you try to find those things out.
Do he pay his bills? Do he pay his bills, or is he always late?
Or as he could be all right. He might be like the person like ride it right to the last moment. And some people like to pay it as soon as they hit the mailbox. Yeah. As soon as they get it, I gotta pay it right now. Or it's gonna get
on her. Back on the cookie when she get mad at you. And
always she hold back on the cookie?
Y'all is a mess tonight.
Tonight was overwhelming.
You guys have overwhelmed the hostess with the most.